The time is 6 o'clock on this Saturday evening, June 29th, 2019. Time for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, June 29th, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. We have a time of 6 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 76 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Saturday is Kamala Harris raises more than 2 million miles in 24 hours after Democratic debate campaign says. Winners and losers in Trump's big China trade announcement. Harris dropped the bomb on Biden and bigger in politics. Senate makes House-seated border funding fight as liberals scream out betrayal. Oregon Republican senators and walk out over carbon bill. Trump surprises G20 with why concession U.S. companies can sell to why. Child exposed to E. coli at Central County Fair dies 3 hours sick, an official said. Donatella Versace's Longan gay icon, now it's official. Luis Alvarez fought for 9/11 first responder to variant. He has died at 53. Count for 6 to protect black workers and anti-discrimination bill. Trump heads to DMZ Daniel possibly have meeting with Kim and Kwasina in North Korea. Heat wave as climate change is connection. One simple analogy is Europe still on a scorching temperature as heat wave spreads across the continent. Libyan fighters seize U.S. and Chinese missiles from hostile force. Donald Trump, Jimmy Carter detonate crumbles. Fire near Providence Fire Station clogs traffic in the interstate. Lawmakers looking for Pawtucket to seize land more cheaply. Delta Airlines oil refinery just become way more valuable. Newark International Airport's temporarily grounds flights of United Jet to Mercy lands. NASA reopens Apollo mission control rooms at London wants men on moon. NASA just work underway on work for future moonshots. Many older adults feel positive about their health. Here's why. Don't eat Mexican papaya. CDC warns that they are linked to salmonella outbreak near concluded. Rural hospital closures complicates cancer care, and vacation turns into a close call with a flesh-eating bacteria. Take a look at some news from the wire. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe raised the issue of Hong Kong freedom in a meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping and mid-extradition bill protests. Trump boosts reputation of cozying up dictators at G20 summit. Italian authorities arrest captain of migrant rescue ship and sent off. Wall clubs in India killed at least 17, injuring 3. President Trump agreed to halt more China tariffs after the G20 summit in Japan, but disagreed with the rest of the group of a climate change fight. President Trump said his postponed immigration raids in 10 major cities could start on Independence Day unless something pretty miraculous happens in Congress on immigration reform. California to boost gasoline tax again. Police arrest mother and presumed missing Virginia Toller dead. Hot conditions across the United States put people and animals at risk. On this recall, 1.6 million cars in the United States over the Takata repairs with reports confirmed 14 regional deaths into over 200 users this year. NeighborWorks breaks ground in 48 units of housing in downtown Brockton and where Kresge's Department of Stores went students. Fall River woman charged with attempted murder and Brockton stabbing. Stolen offers novel scare that Stephen King. Peter Chillanusa, 603, time now for a sport. Boston Red Sox scored 13 runs in London against the Yankees. But that was not enough as it looked like a football score than a baseball score as the Sox fought the Yankees 17-13. Now for the Major League Baseball scores. Baltimore 1, Cleveland 0 in the bottom of the third. 3-5. Toronto 5, Kansas City 4. Top of the 7, Chicago Cubs 1, Cincinnati 0. Bottom of 5, Detroit, Washington 3-3 to score. Top of the 7, Tampa Bay 3, Texas 0. Middle of 6, Philadelphia 6, Miami 1. Through 6, Minnesota 4, Chicago White Sox 1. And top of the 3, Atlanta 2, New York Mets 0. Troy and Katie Maine team up most likely Clippers the next. Kemba Walker plans to commit 1-41 master and deal with the Celtics. AOC invites Megan Rapinoe to the White House of Representatives and Stephen Curry is planning to visit Kevin Durant for his free agent decision. Peter Chillanusa is 604. And now for a Peter Chill traffic transit check. Beep on the MBTA. Expect delays up to 30 minutes on Greenbush Line trains due to crossing gate malfunction and signal issues between Crescent and North Citrus caused by line distraction and reverse speed standards needed. Greenbush trains you 10 a.m. 5:10 p.m. from South Station Orbit 10-20 minutes past between Quincy Center and Greenbush due to signal and crossing gate malfunctions caused by lightning and Greenbush train 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. inbound the Greenbush been on schedule due to Lightning and related to England and Boston Gate issue a time estimated that will be provided once the outbound train is about the affected area. Kingston Boulevard train, 10:55, 5:20 p.m. outbound is arriving, 5-10 minutes basket between Quincy Center and Kingston due to train traffic area from 10:81. And on the ferry, they are looking good. All right, I was on my way to New England and Rhode Island. It's looking good. Connecticut looking good. Southern Expressway, both is about between Pakistan and Dorchester. Mass Pike, both is about low and about South Boston. Route 1 is about so Chelsea and Charleston. 89, northbound side, low start. Route 93 in Concord, New Hampshire. 89 and 91, both is about US Canadian bus between Vermont and onwards 15:55. The northbound side, so in South Quebec towards the US, around the US Canadian border. Main Quebec southbound start to 285 and Augusta, Maine. Peter Chaludusog, 6:05. Time now for weather report. Showers and thunderstorms up the South Shore and none around Provincetown and a moderate heavy band rain around Brookton. And another line of showers and storms line from several Berkshires and the northwest of Connecticut. Scattered strong this wave thunder expected early this evening. The main threats will be locally strong damage winds and the loud rain. Heavy rain may result in local street flooding and scattered strong thunderstorms. Some of the which may become severe expected from middle Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. He'll be primary concern with strong locally damaged wind gusts and a secondary concern. Heavy rain may result in localized street flooding. Okay, forecast goes like this. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m. and isolated showers between 10 p.m. and midnight. Some storms with small gusty winds and heavy rain and frequent lightning. Most of the scattered mostly gust about 65 degrees. West with about 5 to 10 miles coming west. Good gust size. 20 miles an hour chance for the 50% numerous being 10 coordinates, plus minus thunderstorms for Sunday. Showers and thunderstorms remaining afternoon. Some storms with small gusty winds and heavy rain and frequent lightning. 37 degrees northwest about 6 miles an hour. Chance for 9% numerous amounts being coordinates possible for Sunday night. Showers of thunderstorms before 9 p.m. and chance of showers. Some storms produce small heavy rain and frequent lightning. Low at 60 degrees north about 7 miles an hour. Chance for 8% numerous amounts being 10 coordinates possible thunderstorms for Monday, most sun's about 39 degrees, north about 68 miles an hour. Monday night, slight gentle showers up to 2 a.m., but practically about 63 degrees, southwest about 5 miles coming light rain about midnight, just about 20% for Tuesday. Slight gentle showers before 1 p.m., most sun's about 85, about 63 degrees, west about 5 to 7 miles an hour, just about 20% for Wednesday. Sunday, most gust about 86, about 64 degrees. Winds northwest at about 5 to 6 miles an hour for Independence Day, most sun's about 87, about 67 degrees. Winds southwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour for Friday. Jet showers and thunderstorms most of the time podcast about 89, about 69 degrees, southwest about 7 to 9 miles an hour, just for 30%, and for Saturday, jet showers and thunderstorms podcast about 88 degrees, southwest about 8 to 10 miles an hour, just for the 40%. Right now, not minutes, partly kind of 80 degrees. That's going to be for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this. Friday evening, June 20th, on the Saturday evening, June 20th, 2019. Viewers, hope you have a good evening. Goodbye day to the Nolo Sioux at 11 o'clock for Lane Airport. Hope you have a good evening. Right, Robert? To the 6 o'clock news.